Hello everyone, this is just going to be a tutorial on starting your assembly and a couple tips before starting and then also during the assembly process, a couple other things there too. So I'm going to show you just for example, this is Evan's robot. I'm going to show you a couple of assembly techniques and stuff that you can do when building your robot. Probably one of the first things as well is that when you're building your parts, you're going to have like a left and a right leg, or right and left. But the thing is, you only need to actually build one, and then you create the mirror of the other. So I'm going to first show you how to actually create that mirror part. So what you want to do is open up your part. I already have it open here, and I'm going to use the leg just as an example. And actually I'll show you the arm first, because the way Evan did it is another way you can do it. But I'll show you the other way first. So basically what he has done is, this is the wrong one. So this is the main part. And so what he's done is when you finish your one part, you go and you save as another copy and save it as a different name, and then it'll come up as a different name. So it'll look like this. So it's exact. Let me just actually roll back here. So it's the same part. Exact same part as the other one, except it's named arm 2 instead of just arm. So you can name it left arm, right arm, however you want it. But basically what he's done is at this point, he's put a plane. Actually, that's not the right one. Well, basically, like what you do is you do a mirror feature right here, and they mirror all the parts. So I'll go back and edit this to show you what it looks like. So basically, you select where's the body? Okay, well, this is the body. You just pick highlight and you can cover the whole thing. Just simply like that. And then it'll make a mirror on the other side like this. So you can do it over any plane, it doesn't matter as long as it's not interfering with the original part. So there, it's merged there. Oh, sorry, it's merged, it's mirrored. And so now at this point, he drew a really big square on that one plane that he just mirrored. That. And did a cut extrude through just the one body. So if you go down to your feature scope, you can actually select that specific body. And what it does is it completely gets rid of it. And so you're left with just the one part. And so what this does is it obviously gives you like a mirrored part, but it has all of the features in which you've created it up on the tree here. And that could be good if you actually want to go back and edit individual pieces. But the thing is once you edit this, it's not mirrored on the other part. So I'm going to show you how to actually do that properly so you can get whatever you do to one part will mirror on the other part. So it's pretty easy to do. All you do is you come into your part, select a plane. Let's go over right plane just for this instance because it's not interfering at all. And if you go to insert and mirror part right here. Click that. It may give you an error, so that's fine. It's just asking what template you want to use. Just make sure you do the solid bodies. That's the main thing because we're using solid features. Don't worry about surfaces and stuff, but usually these are selected by default. Hit check. It's just saying that any part that you work on is good to be like this, and then now you have part 1, a new part. So do save as. It's called a left leg. And hit save. And there you go. So like, see, there's no features in the tree over here, but it's absolutely linked to the other one. So if I were to go into the other leg and say like I were to edit this, I'm just going to make it look all. Let's go 180. I'm probably getting an error here. Let's see what happens. Okay, so like I've just done that to it. I'll save. Open up my part that I just mirrored, and see how it mirrors it exactly. So if you're doing any sort of editing and stuff like that, it makes it very easy to do. But if you did that where you just made the mirrored part as a feature instead of a part, it won't actually do this where you have to individually do it on both parts. So this is just a quick way and easy way to do that. So I don't want this to do like that, so what I'll do is edit that again. So that's basically just how you set up your parts as a mirror. So let's save that. And you see, like, it's mirrored exactly as it looked like. So that's the best way that you can create a mirrored part in SOLIDWORKS, and it's also super easy, super fast. So what we can do now is go and start to make this assembly. Okay, so basically what I want to do is I'll close this and make a new one. Yeah, sure. So what I'll do is I'll open up the body just to start from there. You can go up to this new tab up here and you go new, make assembly from part. Okay. And I find the easiest way too is because it default selects the body, or you can. I'm going to select the body for this. If you go up into View and go Origins right here, you'll see a little blue origin shows up, and if you click on that, it will snap right to it, and it'll be a fixed part. And just like Jerry was saying before, any part that you insert first will be fixed. So for this instance, it is helpful for this to be a fixed part, so I'm just going to leave it. So to import more parts, what we can do is go Insert Component, and I'm going to insert the first leg for now. And you can click anywhere in space for now. Like if you click on that point, it's going to lock it in place. That's not necessarily what you want, so put it in space for now. And the first, so these might come in handy sometimes, but they're also kind of annoying sometimes. So just to turn them off, you just go into View, Origins. It's pretty simple. So to make this part to here, I can tell that there's a concentric relation between the two of them. So if I hit the surface, hold Control or Shift, and hit this, that is surface. Oh, it gives me this. And it works. Yeah, okay, it works. And so if I were to grab this and start moving it around, you can see how it kind of spins like a little socket joint. And that could be helpful if you're making renderings and you want to make it look like he's running or something like that. It's definitely possible, but for this instance I'm going to make it fixed and make it into like, I'm going to give it enough relations so that it can't move. So this platform on the bottom I know is flat and I want to make it parallel to the top plane. So I can hit Control and click whatever I need to and hit Mate up top here. And see it automatically sets it already because it thinks that I want to put it parallel, and that's absolutely true. I want to do parallel because if I hit coincident, I should get an error. And it says like it's too far away, there's an angle on it, so that's why it's asking to be parallel. And that's absolutely fair. So check. And to test and see, because you can see over here there's a little minus sign next to the part, and that means that it's not fully defined yet. It's kind of like a blue sketch, so you can still move it around, and I should be able to see how it spins. That's not what I want. So what I'll do is see if I can define another plane within it. So that looks, that right plane may allow me to, I should be able to make those two. So these are things as well, you don't actually need to make surfaces to surfaces or like parts to parts. You can actually do reference parts within, reference things within the parts, so like the two planes. So I hit Control on both those planes, hit Mate, and made them parallel. And check, and it's still not defined. I think it's just because it's a pretty loose socket, but I'll leave it there for now. But well, and if you can't actually define it and you want to actually make it stay in place, you can always right click on it and hit Fix, and it won't move at all and stuff. So I'm just gonna leave it for now because it's not gonna be that big a video. So that's basically how you insert a part pretty easily. You do is insert another leg, left leg now. And if you've watched one of the tutorials before that I was doing, I mentioned how using these ball and socket joints is the easiest way to make mates, and it absolutely is. It's very simple to do. You can make some bigger than they need to be, and they'll still stay in place. So that's that's definitely easy. It'll make it like a lot easier if you've done that. Again, let me just do the top plane to the top plane. Actually, well, in that instance, I was actually able to do parallel. So, or sorry, coincident. So what I can also do is, like, now that I've seen that actually works, I'm going to go back and edit this mate. And so what you can do is you can actually click here and then go click on this mates in assembly 1. And it tells you individually the mates related to this. Because sometimes if you go down to the very bottom here, especially when you're working with big assemblies, you're going to have a massive list of mates and it's very difficult to find them. But whenever you hover over them, they'll tell you. So what I can do is I'll go back into this part and I will edit this feature. And I'll get rid of that face. Maybe you can always open up your tree by clicking the little plus, and I will go into the top plane of the part. And so that's something that it's not what I want. Oh, okay, so that worked. So this one still spins, so I'll quickly, actually I'll just leave it like that for now, just to get rid of, because I'm going to go back and suppress a couple mates and show you how you can move stuff around and things like that. So I'm just quickly insert the 2 arms. I have no idea if that's left or right, but just go with it. It seems to be okay. And you can always shift the part around too if it doesn't seem to be in the right place. If your parts are exactly the same, like if they don't have any sort of bend in it, you can also copy the part and duplicate the mates. So if you right click on a part, go to copy with mates. There it is right here. It's asking if you want to duplicate this, and I can go and select this area right here and click on this other socket, and it'll automatically click that and hit check. And you're done using it now, just a check again. And you can just grab that arm. And that's kind of where it should be. There we go. Close enough. So that's basically how you make the assembly. It's pretty simple. Again, if you want to go back in your mates, you can always go and adjust them like this. I have a few more minutes here. What I can do is show you guys how to do exploded view with this one. You should have done it in the recent lab we just had, but I'll just go over it again. So it's very simple to do. All I do is go up to exploded view and pick the parts that you want to explode. So I'm going to explode them outward like this, sideways. So what I do is click those 2 parts, and I'm going to come down and do auto spacing, auto space components after drag. And so if I drag this out, you see how like it snaps away, and if I like increase it or decrease it, it like sets a distance in which to move them at. Kind of messed it up, but you can always do another chain after too by clicking new parts. And this is a bit of dramatic. Exploded view. You usually shouldn't do this big, but like, so basically that's just how you do it. You just basically move the parts around like that. You can also define them like just putting the actual specific measurement in the side here if you need to, and just applying the size after. And that's basically it. And so that when you go and make the drawings of it after, a couple seconds here, so hopefully I can do this quickly. Good. About 15 seconds left in this video, so okay. Model view, 10 seconds. If you click on, you can click the exploded view state right here and you can adjust it too. Okay, thank you.